What's up, everybody? Good? You're good? Yeah? Shout out to the young adults. I love you guys. I'm glad you're. Woo, hey, they already know how I am, and maybe some of you do, but you better buckle up, and strap in, because I am going to preach it like I feel it today, okay? I'm going to bring. So I need, your amens, and if you can't say amen, then say ouch, okay? That's what I need. I need people to talk back. I don't need nobody here just I need you to talk back to me, okay? I need interaction, all right? So we're at Mark chapter 5. Mark chapter 5, verse 21 through 34. I'm in the NIV. Pull out your Palm Pilot, whatever you use. If you have, we got a lot of digital people here now, and that's cool. I'm not knocking it. I love it, okay? Mark chapter 5, verse 21 through 34. We ready? If you need more time, say wait, Aaron. All right, no one said wait, I'm going. Okay. When Jesus had again crossed over by boat to the other side of the lake, a large crowd gathered around him. While he was by the lake, then one of the synagogue leaders named Jairus came, and when he saw Jesus, he fell at his feet. He pleaded earnestly with him, "My little daughter is dying. Please come and put your hands on her so that she will be healed and live." So Jesus went with him. A large crowd followed and pressed around him, and a woman was there who had been subject to bleeding for 12 years. She had suffered a great deal under the care of many doctors and had spent all she had. Yet instead of getting better, she got worse. When she heard about Jesus, she came up behind him in the crowd and touched his cloak, because she thought, if I could just touch his clothes, I will be healed. Immediately her bleeding stopped, and she felt in her body that she was freed from her suffering. At once Jesus realized that power had gone out from him. He turned around in the crowd and asked, "Who touched my clothes?" "You see the people crowding against you," his disciples answered, "and yet you can ask, 'Who touched me?'" But Jesus kept looking around to see who had done it. Then the woman, knowing what had happened to her, came and fell at his feet and trembled with fear, told him the whole truth. He said to her, "Daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace and be freed from your suffering." Father, I just thank you. I praise you. I glorify you for who you are, Lord. I pray, Father, that your word would pierce every heart, Father. Father, I pray that you just speak through me. I'm just dirt, Father. I'm just your vessel, Father. And just do what only you can do this morning, Father. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. The title of my sermon is "I'm Sick of This." I'm sick of this. I want to introduce you to a friend you might know that you have. You don't know this person. I want to introduce you. You might assume that you know all your friends, right? You know all your friends, all your buddies, all comadres, all of those, right? There's a friend that you have that you don't really call a friend. You usually diss this friend, ignore this friend, decline their phone calls, leave them on read. But this friend adds value to your life. Who is this friend, Aaron? Do you want to know who this friend is? For the ones in the back, do you want to know who this friend is? Thank you. Okay. You're not going to like it. This friend's name is frustration. Frustration. Frustration doesn't always look like your friend, but it's your friend. Frustration is a friend. In the Bible, friends are described in the Bible not just as friendly. Because in Proverbs chapter 27, verse 6, look at what it says. it says, wounds from a friend can be trusted. Wounds from a friend can be trusted. So I have friends that I love, or I can tell a friend more than just be like, oh yeah, it's their fault. You're the victim. No, there's sometimes they're like, yo, you're being stupid right now. You're being dumb. Get it together. You're wrong. Get up off the floor. There's more inside of you. Friends will hurt your feelings to preserve your future. Friends will say more than I love you in a relationship, because I'm willing to challenge you in some areas and say some things that are going to like shake you. Yeah. Wounds from a friend can be trusted. Yes. Because we don't want you to settle for anything less than God's best in your life. And I'm talking to some people in this room who are in a season of frustration. Frustration is an indication that you no longer belong on the level that you're at. There is some people, you are frustrated. I'm frustrated, Aaron. Frustration is a gift from God. It helps us. It shakes us. It stirs us. We get agitated. But some of us, we settle and we stay stuck in places and spaces that we need to get out from. We need to get out from them. Because you are more blessed than you've ever been. You're more blessed than you've ever been. And God doesn't want you to be comfortable. It's less than your potential. And why would you settle for less than God's best? And if God doesn't start frustrating you, you will not demand more. He won't demand more out of you, and you won't demand more out of them. So you let people walk all over you. You let people talk to you a certain way. You let people treat you a certain way, and that's got to stop. Settling is not just for yourself. It's about how other people treat you. And I'm looking for the honest section, be like, yeah, Aaron, I'm frustrated. And I don't even know why I'm frustrated, but I'm frustrated. You ever felt like that? Like, man, like I'm just agitated. God, you're good, and you've been good to me, and I am blessed. But honestly, there's something on the inside of me that says there's more. There's more for me. There's more destiny in me, but I'm frustrated. And it's time to get to that next level. Because we've been sitting in a level of just frustration, and you're agitated. You're frustrated. So God uses frustration. The first thing he does with frustration, it's motivation. Motivation, it's God's way of ensuring us we don't settle in places and spaces we don't belong. Yeah. He uses that motivation like, no, you don't belong here, bro. Yes. You don't belong right here. There is too much destiny in your life. He uses acceleration. You will sit in certain seasons until the pain of the season becomes greater than the pain of change. Did you hear what I just said? You will sit in certain seasons until the pain of the season becomes greater than the pain of change. We must get frustrated and sick enough to get out of the situation. But the enemy's speaking to you and saying, no, you can't. You can't do it. It's too late. You've gone too far. You've done this and you've done that. You can't get out of it. You've wasted your time. Your time has passed. The door is closed. But God, he is the redeemer of time. He is the redeemer. It's not that he's going to give you more time, but he's going to take the time that you got left and he's going to make 1 year so great for you that he'll make 10 years that gone by just blow up from the flow up. I am telling you, he is the redeemer of time. And God, he's getting ready to spin the block in 2025 because you are more blessed than you've ever been. God, open that door and see me like show up and show out. God, send me that husband or that wife. I'm ready now. Yes. Send me that job. Send me that career. Send it, Lord. I'm ready now. So he'll use motivation. He'll use acceleration. The third thing is he'll use recreation. How, Aaron? He told Noah, this is a big old mess. I need to do a redo. Give me 2 of everything. If God can do a redo, why can't we do a redo? If we're in this whole mess and we just say, oh, I can't. You don't know how far I've gone. Bro, you don't know how far I've gone. And look at me now. Look at me now. And I'm still a mess, but I'm pressing on. So if he can do a redo, then we can do a redo in our life also. Amen. Frustration is a gift. And if frustration is a gift, and it is, your experience of it is not determined by the giver. Your experience is determined by the receiver. Because a giver can give you gifts you don't use. He will get, think about your kids and all the toys they got. It's there. Yeah. Right there. What are you going to do with it? Salvation is a gift, but we choose and decide what we want to do with it. God's Spirit is a gift when we decide what we want to do with it. Scripture is a gift and we decide what we want to do with it. What do we do? Frustration is a gift, but we determine if it leads us to stagnation or transformation. We can all have frustration. We all have it. But I believe that I have the right people this morning that are sick and tired of being sick and tired. You don't just come to LWF for boring. I don't do boring. I'm not boring. Ask the young adult. I'm not boring. I'm crazy. 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 I'm allergic to boring. I'm allergic to average. And you don't just come here for average. We're allergic to it. And there's some people in your life that'll see you start growing and pursuing the Lord, and they'll act like you're stuck up and oh, you're better than. No, baby, I'm not stuck up. I just don't want to be on that level anymore. Excuse me while I high step and just keep going and greater with the Lord. Because it's not about you. It's about me. I want to go higher. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And in these 5 more minutes that I got, oh my gosh, I want to tell you about this woman who's sick of it. It's in the text. She's not even the star of this story. She's not. Who's it started on? Jairus? Mark chapter 5:22, it's talking about Jairus, the synagogue ruler. His responsibility is for running the school, takes care of this church, worship, all that stuff. He is a synagogue leader. He has close ties to the Pharisees. They don't look favorable, like they don't got good rep with Jesus. I hate the Pharisees. I cannot stand them. I ain't going to go there. I could sidetrack right. Oh, no, I'm not doing it, Lord. I am not. I'm going to stay on track right now. I'm not doing it. I got it. I must stay on track, Lord. Yes, I'm saying. He has close ties to the Pharisees. They don't look favorably on Jesus. Okay? So his perception of Jesus is like, he was never introed to Jesus. The Bible doesn't show that he met Jesus at some point. So he doesn't know Jesus, only what the Pharisees have told him. But he's introed to Jesus when he has a crisis. He's a ruler and he has a jaded perspective about Jesus, but his daughter's sick now. And now he has to run to the Father, the person he has a jaded perspective of. Jesus was available to him all the time. He was available. And it took the right crisis. I talked about this with the young adults with crisis Christianity. I hate it. I will only be stuck with you when I'm in a crisis, Lord. But once it's done, I'm done. Thank you for getting me out. Let me wild out here. It's funny, but it's true. I've done it. I know that I've done it. So it took the right crisis for Jairus to pursue the Lord and get him. So he comes to Jesus and says, my daughter is dying. The daughter isn't there. The daughter can't approach Jesus, but the father can. It's not the daughter's faith, it's the father's faith. And Jesus responded to Jairus' faith. Now check this out. Mark chapter 5, verse 24. If we could put that up real quick. Mark chapter 5, verse 24. What? This doesn't happen. So Jesus went with him. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. So that's it. Jesus went with him. Jesus went with him. All the other times in the Bible, it says we follow him. I want the kind of faith. I want when Jesus will go with me because I'm believing. God, I need you right now because my daughter is dying. My situation is horrible. I need you because there's nothing else that will help me. I need you. I want that kind of faith that Lord will walk with me through whatever's going on. I want that. I need that. I want the faith that is so attractive that he walks with me all the time. And that's the reason why we're so sane. Sovereign grace. He's been with us through all of our garbage and all of the junk. But he's been through us. That's why we're still here. We should have been gone and dead. I know I should have been. But it was his sovereign grace. I'm with you. I'll deal with Aaron, but I'm going to protect you because there's too much in you, Aaron. So now he's going. Jesus goes with him. Says there's this large crowd and they're walking. And this woman, we're in the text now, with an issue of blood. Her issue was causing issues. Sounds like us. Our issue, our anger management issues, causes more issues. Our money issues that because we don't know how to spend it and be wise causes more issues. Our relationships with other people causes more issues. So she has this issue for 12 years. Can you imagine? Bleeding for 12 years. Financial issues. She spent everything she had. She wasn't supposed to be around anybody if you follow the law. How does one get encouragement being all by yourself? All alone. There's no one for you and you wasted everything. And it says she even got worse. Trying to figure it all out. But look at this. Don't miss a miracle looking for one. She was still alive. So there was something. She was dealing with all this stuff. Don't miss a miracle looking for one. You're still here. You're still standing. Yes, I know you're frustrated, but you're still here and you're still standing. She survived 12 years of bleeding. Sometimes your miracle is just surviving right now. You shouldn't have made it, but you're still here. And Mark says this. She says to herself, that sounds crazy. She says to herself, no one else can say it to her. The most important person that will talk to you besides God is you. I'm going to say it one more time. The most important person that will talk to you besides God is you. Some of your frustration with people in your life is really God giving you education. You're upset because they aren't there, and it's because you called them first and not God. You've been calling other people, and I am witnesses. I'm calling everybody else, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, listen, and then I want my ego stroke. Yeah. No. You're all alone now. There's some stuff that you can't tell anybody. And you're struggling and you're frustrated. You've been bleeding. And now you got to go to the Father. Because you've been going to everybody else and they can't help you. You're believing in them and not yourself. You're believing in them and not the Lord. You've got to be able to talk to yourself. It sounds crazy, I know. Aaron, I'm not talking to myself. I'm not wild and crazy. That's psycho. That's crazy stuff. I don't do that. I don't do that. I'm not crazy. I've learned just to talk to myself. You have no idea the struggle and the stress that we go to, but there's sometimes where I have to just strengthen myself in the Lord and be like, get up out of this bed, Aaron. Let's go. See, for me, that's how I do. I have to yell at myself. See, I grew up with a coaching father, a guy that just like, let's go. We got this. Let's do it. So that's my form of motivation for me. Some of it's like, come on. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. You got this. There's more in you. There's more in you. Get up out of this bed. This isn't going to break you. I'm not going to let a relationship break me and destroy me. I'm not going to let a friendship that went wrong break me and destroy me. I'm not going to let a financial situation break me or destroy me. I'm not going to let anger management break me or destroy me. I'm not going to let stress break me or destroy me. You've got to tell yourself and talk to yourself because the devil is a liar. You've got to talk to yourself just like this woman did. She said, if I could just touch. Jairus said, first, can you come and lay your hands on my daughter? This woman said she had to say it to herself. Jairus' faith was set up like this. Jesus does the touching. The woman's faith was set up. You don't even have to come to my house. I don't even need to touch you physically. I just need to touch your garment. God meets you at the point of your faith. And some of us have put our faith in a process instead of a person. Sometimes God will make us wait. I believe that. But I also believe if I have crazy enough faith, like this woman, just like that. Faith is now. Right now. This woman, she's frustrated and everything. She had all this isolation. She was by herself going crazy. She had to talk to herself. All of this. She was unclean. And she got sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yes. And some of us need to get sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yes. See, this woman, she was going through a large crowd. She was breaking all protocol. She should have been killed. She was unclean. She should have been walking out saying, unclean, unclean, unclean. But no, she didn't. This was her Shawshank Redemption moment. This was her Andy Dufresne moment. If you've seen it, you got it. If not, go watch the movie. But I'm telling you, this was her moment. She's like, I'm going to go through hell in high water because I'm hurting, I'm bleeding, I've tried everything else, but let me just get to Jesus because that's all I want. It's all I want. I don't need anybody else. It didn't work. I spent all this money. I've tried with my comadres and everybody else and like my tios and my tias and this person and this person and my best friend. And no, I just want Jesus. She pressed. Ooh, sharaboso. She pressed. I press towards the mark. You've got to get so frustrated and be like, this will not break me. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this frustration, Lord. See, we got to start having those honest prayers. When are we going to get to the honest stuff of what's going on with us? I'm struggling with pornography, Lord. Got real quiet, right? I'm struggling financially, Lord. I've been broken by this relationship, and now I'm going through a divorce. I'm sick of it. I'm broken and lonely. But she pressed. She pressed. I press over rejection. I press over depression. I press over fear. I press over doubt. I press. She was sick enough. And she got frustrated enough. She had faith that made him stop. Crazy faith. And he said, who touched me? Hold up, Jesus. You got a whole crowd. You got, what you think? Everybody's touching you. Right? Look at the picture. There's everyone. No. Faith feels different. Faith feels different. Faith feels different. There's something, someone was hungry enough. Someone was hungry enough. Someone got sick of it. Someone was tired and tried everything else and they got sick of it. And somebody touched me. Somebody touched me. Faith did something and Jesus felt virtue leave him. Faith touched his power and she got a miracle without permission. She got a miracle without permission. Because her faith. The Bible says this woman felt it in her body that she was healed. And she came and told Jesus the truth, the whole truth. And Jesus said, this daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace. Why did he say that? You ever think about that? Why did he tell her to go in peace? She didn't have a peace problem. It's in the text. Am I wrong? She didn't have a peace problem. The text didn't say that. He told her to go in peace because she was healed physically, but still wondering mentally. And that is some of us in this room. That is some of us. He has healed you. And in here, you're still struggling. You're still struggling. He told you, go in peace. That's why he said it's in the text. How long will this last, Aaron? How long is this going to last? Will it be back if I wake up in the morning? Is it going to come back? When I walk out through these doors, come on, I'm being serious. When I walk out through these doors, is it going to be okay? Because I know I have thought that. You come to the altar and you give everything to the Lord. And you get out of this bubble. And you're in the real world. The go in peace is just as important as your faith has made you whole. But you're physically healed, but emotionally tormented. Physically healed, but emotionally tormented. You've got to get sick of the torment. I'm going to tell you a story about me. I'm not going to give you the details. I just hope that you believe me. Last year, around this time, I was going through hell. Me and her. I wanted to give up. I didn't want nothing with God. And I felt tormented. There were some things that had happened that was hurting me. And I was broken. And I was done. I'm not going to do anything anymore. Don't ask me to do ministry, Lord, because I'm sick of it. I don't want it. So I sat at our old church. And I was there. And I was struggling. Tormented. No peace. All chaos. Letting everything else fill the void. And nothing satisfied me. I was being emotionally tormented. And I had to get sick enough. Because last year, I didn't think I'd be doing this. Because I told the Lord, nope. But I'm called to this. I know that I am. I know that I know that I know. I know. I love those young adults. I didn't think I would. I did not. But you know, we've grown to a really good relationship to where it's raw. Probably a little bit more crazier. You guys are like crazier than this, Aaron? Probably a little bit. But I thank God that I knew I had to go to him. And I had to get sick enough and be obedient. Yes. And have my Andy Dufresne moment of, I can't. All I want is you. Yes. But I'm sick. Yes. I'm struggling. I'm struggling with unforgiveness. I'm struggling with the hurt. I'm struggling in my marriage. And I had to talk to myself and run to the Father and be like, okay. Because I can't deal with this anymore. Tormented. You've got to get sick of the emotional torment, the fear that you have about the future. Because you can't soak in the joy of the Lord because you're being tormented by the future. Being here, but you're tormented and you just can't soak in him. He's like, God, you're so good. Yep. You're so good. I'm sick of being not good in my heart, in my mind. I'm just so sick of not being able to enjoy your goodness. God, free me from this issue. That issue is that it has you bleeding inside. Bleeding out peace. Bleeding out joy. Losing out on life. Bleeding out focus. You could play something soft. God, I've tried everything. Miss Anita, I'm wrapping her. You tell these kids, get ready. I've tried everything. I've tried everything. But I'm tormented. Emotionally tormented. But I came to tell you that love casts out all fear. His love. And if you could just run to the Father. If you could just touch. If you could just touch. Will you go in peace in 2025 and be free from your suffering? You have the choice. Because she had to get sick enough. There's no one going to do it for you. Nobody, I promise you. You can tell everyone, please pray for me, this and that. That's cool. But you got to do it. Like I'm telling you, like I know. Everybody knows my mom. Mama Fide, pray for me. Mom, pray for me. Cool. But you got to take the first step. You have to get to the altar. You have to get to the prayer room or wherever your prayers are. Lord, I cannot do this. I can't. This issue is going on for 12 years. Some of you, and maybe it's 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, a year. It doesn't matter. But it's on you. I'm being 100 with you. It is your move. Do you want to get rid of it? The addiction, the anger, fear, doubt, worry, anxiety, all of it. It's on you. Are you willing to do what other people aren't willing to do to get what they want from God? Are you willing to do what other people aren't willing to do to get what they want from God? With every head bowed and every eye closed, I just want to talk to the people who just don't know Jesus right now, or you've ran away from him. If that's you and be like, yo, Aaron, like I need this Jesus. I've been struggling. I'm a big old mess. Or you just be like, man, I want to know this Jesus. The guy that you're talking about right now, I want to steal a miracle too. If that is you, if you just need this Jesus and you're just like, I'm a big old mess, I need him, I want him, like what you're saying in your heart's just going 1,000 like beats per minute, like if that is you, or you just be like, yo, Aaron, I know this Jesus, but I haven't been good. I haven't been good. My life hasn't been living, I haven't been living right. I've been running out, wilding out, doing my own thing. If that is you, I'm going to ask you right now just to move and get up and come right here. Go, 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 move. If you need Jesus, you want to rededicate your life, just move. Just go. And if not, it's okay. Come. If you need Jesus, be like, I need him. I want this guy. I want this person you're talking about. Or if you just need to rededicate your heart and be like, man, I am a mess. Aaron, I need to. I've been a mess. I'm doing the wrong things. I need him right now. If that is you, come, move. Don't hesitate. Just go, go, go. You can come this way. You can come this way. I'm not going to take long. I don't play. We don't waste time. Just going to go. Anybody else? Last call. Last call. Last call.